Well, good evening and welcome back to Cumberland County High School. I hope you can hear me. I have no idea to know if you do not, but we're about 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from game action between the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats and the White County Warriorettes. Joining me as always, Sam Robb. Sam, tell me about this matchup here tonight.
It's an exciting one, Dykes. Every time these two teams step on the same floor, it's a competitive match, and I can't wait to see how it's going to go tonight.
Well, good news is that no matter what, both these teams will advance to the regions. But don't tell that to the loser. Both of these teams want a chance at the district crown. We will see if they get it here tonight. 2 minutes and 4 seconds away from winning. I guess the student section just saw you and me, Sam, and decided they'd come sit with us here tonight. Feels like everybody we know sitting down right beneath us. What kind of atmosphere is that going to bring?
Hopefully a good one. I see a lot of blue out here in these stands, Dykes. I can tell Livingston traveled well. I hope the Warriors can match that tonight. We're going to need that home boost.
Well, that is it's very interesting. Props to Livingston for traveling well. This is pretty much the furthest drive they could possibly make in the district tournament. I'm sure that they weren't too keen about making the trip up the mountain. But we're here. Parking spots a rarity. Good deal. We're working. They can hear us. Parking spots a delicacy here that Cumberland County doesn't seem to offer too many of them. Same thing with seating we got here. It's packed. These late games, get here early or don't get here at all. I'm going to tell you here now because these teams, they travel well. They know what this matchup here tonight brings. For the Warriorettes, you beat this team twice. The Warriors beat DeKalb County twice. How can you get over that we've already beat you twice mentality?
It's hard. It's really hard. Me and Chase Lewis talked about it last night after the boys lost. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. It's incredibly hard. Just when a team can game plan and know what you're going to do, because you don't want to change anything up because you've already beat them twice. But now the other team's going to be prepared for that. So just try and get over that mentality, come into it like it's a fresh game, and be ready to adjust. You know, you beat these girls 2 times. You don't think they're not going to want to lose again.
Coach Dodgen said it best during the rebound episode. You start the district tournament off 0-0. I mean, anything can happen here tonight. Let's see if the Warriorettes can't make it a W, as we're about set to get underway and announce the lineups from Livingston Academy and White County. A little high up here tonight, Sam Roberts.
Yeah.
So probably can't read the back of those jerseys too well here tonight, but we shall see. Starting off for Livingston Academy. Starting with the Warriorettes. Nope, going back to Livingston. All right. Wow. Starting with number 1, that is Mally Carwile. Number 2, Cora Copeland. Number 10, Emma Poston. She was a tough matchup in the last game. Number 20, Chloe Jenkins. And then, of course, number 24, she was first team all Upper Cumberland reporter, Ellie Butler. It seems like there is a real who's who of Butlers up in Upper Cumberland. Upperman, of course, has there too. And then Ellie Butler, a fine player in her own right. But let's see who they're matched up against here tonight. I'm sure it's the starting 5 you've grown accustomed to. Starting off, of course, with the point guard, number 14, Lakeland Grasty. Number 13, Gracie Clark. Number 12, Kyra Fox. They go with some weird lineup combos here in Cumberland County. Then we've got number 5, Bella Winningham. And then last but certainly not least, number 3, the anchor of this team, Ava Jones. Sam Roberts, this game is going to come down to what?
How many 3 balls those Warriorettes can get up. I just feel like every game we don't get enough of them up. It's a close match, Dykes, and we're going to have that. It's a pivotal part of our game.
Absolutely. How many True North three-pointers you can knock down, definitely going to be key. Let's go ahead. We've got the graphics made again. Oop. I'm not good at working this at all, but we are set to get underway. The tip is going up and into the hands of Clark. Finds Fox over at the right wing, swings it back to Grasty now. 7:53 to go in the game. Warriorettes with possession to start. Lakeland driving to her left, going to kick it up top to Fox. Now Lakeland to drive in and kicking it back out. Livingston doing a great job denying that post. Winningham to the wing. Clark going to take a three. Bounces in and out, but off of the hands of number 2, Copeland. Going to stay White County basketball. Sam Roberts, I feel like we're getting sandwiched in. To our left, Baxter, to our right, Sparta.
I know. Everybody's just facilitating up here. It's a weird feeling, but oh no, we still got the highest view in the house. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Fox going to hand it off to Clark now with 7:20 to go. Driving in the lane, Grasty, pull up mid-ranger off the side, couldn't go in. Bringing the ball up the court is Butler with 7:15 to go. Going to find Poston to Jenkins, down low block. Going to swing it over to Copeland, no good. Rebounded, and now a jump ball. That will stay Livingston basketball here. Clark just couldn't wrestle that one away from Carlisle. 7:05 left to play. How big are jump balls like that tonight, Roberts, to steal an extra possession?
Oh, it's a lot late game, Dykes, to be able to be whoever's more aggressive will come out with that ball. It just depends. Oh, it's
stolen away by Jones, but couldn't find her outlet. In the corner, Poston. Going to swing it over to Jenkins now, who's going to hand it back off to Poston, their primary ball handler. She gave the Warriorettes fits when we were in Livingston on senior night. She's going to get over to Ellie Butler, going to take a deep one. Another rebound for these Lady Wildcats. That's Jenkins on the offensive glass. Kicks it out to Poston. 6.5 minutes to go. Going around a Carlisle screen. She's going to bring it out with Lakeland Grasty tight on her. Back over to Carlisle now at the left wing. Carlisle near that 5 seconds call. Going to force feed it into Butler. Going to hoist up and a late whistle there. That'll be Grasty on the foul, her first. And it'll send Ellie Butler to the line to shoot 2. Oh, no, they found Ava Jones got that foul.
Oh, well, interesting.
Indeed. First free throw, good. Ellie Butler, first points of the evening. Livingston going to take a 1-0 lead with 6:20 to go in the first quarter here. Second free throw going up for Butler, and that one will nestle in. 2-0 lead for Livingston. They're going to break out a full court press, being very aggressive with how they're guarding Grasty there. She's going to get it off the inbounds, driving in the lane, kicks out, wide open, Bella Winningham for 3, just couldn't get it. Clark putting it back up, gets it to go 2-2 now with 6:05 left to play. Jenkins cross half court, finds Carlisle to the middle of the paint. Copeland trying to find a guard, does so up top to Poston with 5:55 to play. Poston trying to run the offense, Winningham on her. Crossing over, going to float one high up to Carlisle. Carlisle now over to Jenkins, back to Carlisle. Here comes Butler coming around a screen, sidesteps, doesn't take the shot, instead going to find Poston at the top of the key. Warriorettes doing a great job of denying the paint. Poston will drive and shoots right over the top of Fox. Livingston ditches that press. They get it in quickly to Grasty. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Livingston up 4-2. We find Winningham at the wing. Jones in that corner going to drive in, spin around, find an open Winningham, kicks it out to Grasty. To the corner, Bella, gorgeous pump fake, floater. Just couldn't get it to go. Clark fighting for the extra possession. Winningham shot no good. 5 minutes to play in the hands of Livingston. Warriorettes coming up empty right around the rim. That's somewhere they're going to have to excel from here tonight. Going to find Jenkins. Over to Butler at the right wing. Down low, Copeland. Going underneath Jones. Great contest. Clark into the open court now. Going up, drawing contact, heading to the line to shoot 2. 4:41 to play. Clark at the line shooting 2 free throws, down 4-2. And that'll be the first foul on Butler. She's played in foul trouble a lot. How much will it mean if they can get her out of this game early?
That's everything, Dacus. She's the MVP. To get her out of this game would be huge for these Warriorettes and way on down the stretch if they can get her out really quickly.
Even if she plays 4 less minutes per half, that's going to be huge, as Clark will hit both, barely wrestling that net. Gracie Clark, 2 gorgeous shots from the charity stripe. Livingston going to break the Warriorettes press. Carwall bringing the ball down. Now going to find Poston, guarded closely by Winningham. That's their aggressive style of defense they like to play. Poston trying to drive in. Spinning, losing the handle, gets it back, tries to force a pass out to Carwile. That'll be a Wildcats turnover. Warriorettes doing what they do best there, forcing sloppy passes. 4 apiece with 4:15 to play. Grasty bringing the ball up the court. They all look alike from where we're sitting. Into the corner, Gracie.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go. Forces it to the elbow. Jones driving in now and misses. Gonna get, looks like Jones on a foul. Pushing the back on the rebound. That'll be her first, team second, with 3:58 to go right here in the first quarter. Livingston trying to bring the ball up the court. Gonna cross half court. Jenkins driving in. Gonna pull back out. Find Carwile. Going right at Grasty. Can't get the roll. Jones saves it out of bounds, or does she? Out of bounds instead. Just by the tip of her toe. It'll remain Livingston basketball. 3:42 to play. Inbounding is Poston. Can't find anybody. Throws it to nobody. Clark going to steal it away. It's a 1-on-4. Kicks it out to Winningham. Up top to Fox. Going to set up that half-court offense. Fox driving with the left. Drives out. Kicks out. Grasty going to take the mid-ranger. No good. Poston with the rebound. Kind of looking like that boys game, just not hitting their shots they're accustomed to. Are they going to have to settle into this one, Robert, or is it more to it?
It's still 3 minutes left in the first quarter, Dicus. I wouldn't start to worry until late second. You're still a little bit nervous. This is their first time playing in a little bit here, so it's going to give them a little bit of a break, and we'll see how it goes.
Butler misses the shot, bringing the ball up the court. They're going to find Grasty in the corner. Up top, Fox left wide open from the top of the key. Just short. Still 4 apiece. Both teams haven't figured it out quite yet on the offensive end. Still not a whole lot of transition plays, and when there have been, they've gotten back in the hands of Jenkins. Swallowed by that Warriorettes defense. Poston trying to drive in on Grassy. Bumps off of her, gets it to Carwile. Kicks it out to Jenkins. Forces it down to Copeland. Going to get Winningham on a foul. 2.5 to go. As checking in the game for the first time for the Lady Wildcats, number 23, Daly, and number 12, Collins. Sitting Copeland and Carwile. Inbounding right here. Reese finds Jenkins, goes straight at Jones, who just honestly can't do much better than that. Had her hands straight up, just whistled for the foul there. The disadvantages of being oversized.
Yeah.
Free throw going up and no good. Jones picks up her second. She'll come out in favor of Billings. Right now, it looks like Livingston will have a slight size advantage without Jones on the floor. Jenkins converts the second, brings it out 5-4 with 2:28 to play. Here comes Grassley bringing the ball up the court. Warriorettes, who are they trying to get the ball into? Whose hands are they trying to get the ball into?
Ooh, I'd imagine they're trying to get Bella hot right now, but
she's got an open look at it from the corner, just couldn't get it. Grassley wrestles one away and gets a jump ball. We were talking about extra possessions. Grassley never takes a play off, gets them an extra one there. 2:10 to go, down 1 point. Lakeland searching, gonna find Winningham way deep, gonna take it. Just missed off the back iron, but rebounded. Clark, fade away finish, good. 6-5 Warriorettes with 2 to go in the first. Gracie Clark, couple offensive rebounds, couple of putback points. They say the easiest shot in basketball is the second one. Poston bringing the ball down, going to find an open Daly who travels. And seeing Gracie Clark, who's made headlines for her defensive play, first team all-defense, all-district defensive MVP, seeing her fly at her right there on the wing, I don't blame her. I would have traveled too. Here comes Grassley bringing the ball down. Over to Fox at the wing. Going to run the offense and find Winningham, who'll drive in with the left hand. Try and kicks it out. Does so to Clark. Mid-ranger. Just lipped out. Everybody fighting for it. Billings coming away with it. Kicks it out to Fox for 3. Can't hit it. Rest of the way, Grassley. Staying Warriorettes basketball, but that will be a foul on Daly. Her first personal foul into the game will be Copeland and Carwile sitting down. Poston and Jenkins finds Fox on the inbounds with 1:15 to go. Warriorettes still with that 1-point lead. Kicks it out. Clark up top. Winningham mishandled it. Grassley takes the mid-ranger. No good. That's off of Clark. 1:05 left to play. It'll be Livingston basketball. Bringing the ball down is Carwile with 60 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been a slow start, but let's see how it ends. Collins going to find Copeland, who barely corrals it. Up top to Collins. Going to run the offense with 45 seconds left to play. With Grassley on her, going to drive around 2 screens, kicks out Daly up top, left wide open for 3, and cashes in. That is Copeland. Brings it out 8-6. Grassley bringing the ball down with 24 seconds left to play. Down 2 points. Are they holding for a final shot? If so, what is it?
With the best look they can get. But you can't
fancy
pass up on
find.
that.
You can't pass that up. Clark, an over-the-head reverse layup for Fox, who promptly knocks it out of Butler's hands. 6.3 seconds left. They're going to inbound it right in front of Coach Dodgen. 8 apiece. Going to find Copeland, get it back to Butler. Driving in on the smaller defender, taking it right over Fox. No good. Rebounded by Winningham. At the end of 1, it will be 8-all. As we'll get you that first quarter score report up here in a jiffy. It is White County High School 8, Livingston Academy 8 at the end of 1. And now we will tell you about our sponsor for the night, True North Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services. Whether buying or selling, they're always pointing you in the right direction. So call them today for any of your real estate or auction needs over at True North Real Estate. Also want to give a huge thank you to Stonecom Radio for once again lending us this equipment. It's just our second radio broadcast ever. Still not used to calling a game like that. Still not used to running all this equipment, but thank you again. Learning on the fly. Thank you so much to Stonecom Radio for that. As we head into the second quarter, Roberts, this game has been a game of what so far?
Interior scoring. Whoever can get in the paint and finish the most efficiently is kind of coming out on these runs, and the Warriorettes are going to find it towards the end there. So we'll see what happens here in the second quarter.
Start of the second quarter, going to find Butler at the low post. She's going to travel. It's crazy to think somebody of her size, kind of an elephant versus mouse situation between her and Fox, much smaller defender, but Fox's ability to take charges never lets you really settle into that offensive game driving into her. As Grassley will bring the ball up with 7:40 to play, going around a Billing screen. She's going to find Winningham at the top of the key. Clark driving in, swings one out. Fox at the top of the key now, swings it around the perimeter once again to Winningham, driving in with the left hand. Going to float one into Clark, muscles one up. Can't get the benefit of the call, rebounded by Copeland. Poston Gets the outlet pass, brings it down the court, finds Copeland, gets it back. 7:12 to play in the first half, still 8 apiece. Trying to run the offense with Grasty on her. Never an easy feat. Going to find Jenkins going down low to Butler. Offensive! You talked about Kyra Fox taking the charges. She took a little extra right there. Looked like an elbow to the nose. A little sluggish getting up, but she's all right. And on that low block, you don't want to see two people, Ava Jones or Kyra Fox. One will send the shot right back at you. The other one will get a charge as not sure about that one. Nevertheless, Butler picks up her second. Grasty bring the ball up the court. 6:50 to go. Going around a couple of screens there. Pulls back out. 6:45 to go. Near that volleyball line. Finds Clark at the left wing. Swings one wide. Winningham had room. Instead will check it down to Billings. Billings trapped in the corner. Going to have to find somebody. Finds Clark at the top of the key. Drives in. Kicks it back out to Kennedy. To the corner. Clark drives in. Kicks out. Grasty driving in, rip-through move, gets it to go with the floater. 10-8 Warriorettes, 6:20 to go in the first half. Bringing the ball down is Poston, met immediately by Grasty. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. Finds Carwile. Up top, Jenkins, who mishandles the pass. Butler going to shoot right over top of Fox. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Clark, who will push the pace. 3-on-3, kicks out Winningham. Finds Fox, who will drive in right at Copeland, and one! Kyra Fox gets it to go, draws it out, 12-8, with a trip to the free throw line ensuing. Kyra Fox, she played great in Livingston. It's just something about these Lady Wildcats. She always seems to have her best game for her. And couldn't get it to go, but everybody hits the deck. Who's that a travel on?
Well, it shouldn't be us, but whatever.
Okay.
It wasn't
sure.
us. Perfect.
Instead, it'll say Warriorettes basketball. Fox tries the three. No good. Would have been a 5-point play. Winningham going to take it instead. Just off the side. Warriorettes still a little cold from distance. Here comes Poston in the open court. It's a 3-on-2. Butler driving in. Dumped down, find Jenkins, and Billings was just out of position there. Going to get whistled for the foul. Going to send Jenkins to the line with 5.5 minutes to go. She can cut this deficit in half. It's 12-8 as it stands. First free throw up and good. 12-9. Second free throw now. Jenkins goes up with it and will hit. 12-10, 5.5 minutes to go. How can the Warriorettes have a commanding second half lead heading into the second half with a lead over the next 5 minutes and 20 seconds?
Start making some three balls, Dykes. They're going to have to get those to fall in if they want an easy chance of winning this game tonight.
Finds Clark on the low block. Just couldn't get it to go. Instead, it'll be rebounded by Billings, and they're going to get Lakeland for a travel there. Faked right, went left. They've had a tendency to call that move throughout the season. She should know that one by now. Still thought she could get away with it. 5:05 right here. Uh-oh, says every Livingston Academy fan. Jones at the scores table, stolen away by Billings right away. 4:55 to play. Here comes Grasty, 5-on-5. Going to find Winningham at the low block. Gets it to go, 14-10. Poston going to try and push the pace. Finds Carwile at the wing. Warriorettes do a great job of getting back on defense. Down low, Carwile fakes, goes up and under. Winningham gets it to go. A little Hakeem Olajuwon dream shake move. Brings it 14-12 with 4.5 to go. Winningham driving in with the left. Going up and in, getting fouled by Jenkins. Sending Winningham to the line for two.
That's good for her. Hopefully this can kind of get her spark going right here, get a few threes in after this.
Absolutely. Starts to find her footing. And maybe you're trying to find your footing in a new home. True North Real Estate and Auction Services where you just don't get one agent working for you. Instead, get a team of 25 that work together like a family to get you the results you deserve. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's game. Those free throws will bring it out 16-12 for Winningham. 4:20 to go. Gonna find Butler at the right wing, driving in on Fox, who pokes it away, and it will be stolen away after a tussle on the ground. Gonna find Winningham down low, and she'll travel. Looked like she just picked that pivot foot up and didn't go up with the shot. She had a lane for it and got swarmed immediately by a couple of Wildcats. Collins will bring the ball up the court after that turnover. Talk about the last 4 minutes of the first half. They're upon us. Warriorettes definitely want to head into the second half with more than a 4-point lead. Going to find Butler down low, misses the shot, rebounded by Jones. In the hands of Fox, brings it down the court, knifing her way in, goes up with the left hand and in. Kyra Fox, the offensive engine behind the Warriorettes here tonight. Not something you say too much of. Very passive type player. Really hunting her shot tonight. Daly nearly travels over to Carwile. Down low, Jenkins. Going up and gets blocked by the eraser Jones. Rebounded by Clark. She'll bring it up the court with 3:20 to play. Driving with the left hand, kicks out. Winningham wide open. Just missed off the long side of the rim there. 3:10 to play. Here comes Collins with Grassley on her. Gonna find Jenkins out near three-point land. Dump down, finds. That'll be Fox's, I believe, first, and it will send Butler to the line to shoot 2. 18-12 with 3:02 to play. As it looks like Livingston Academy's offensive plan is just to attack the paint. Butler hits the first. Do you agree with that offensive mindset or not?
It depends on the team. Livingston, I feel like they have a really good post-scoring team. I believe they can. It can be scary, but also you get the benefit of possibly fouling Ava Jones out. So if it's done correctly, yeah.
Poston will sub out Butler. And another thing is, sets up a lot of offensive rebounds right there. And if the Warriorettes aren't hitting three balls, right now you're just trading twos for twos, and those are high percentage twos. Grassley bringing the ball down with 2:50 to go. Going to find Fox atop the key. Over to Clark. Swings it to the corner. Winningham up top to Clark. Going to find Fox at the opposite wing, who will drive in with the left hand. Spins. Kicks back out. Here comes Clark spinning. Trying to go up and under. Instead will kick out to Grassley with 2.5 to go. Grassley with Collins on her. Gets swarmed by a double team. Bumps into Carwile. Carwile will pick up a foul. That'll be the fourth on Livingston Academy. So the next foul will send the Warriorettes to the free throw line. 2 minutes and 29 seconds of the bonus would be nice. Fox to Grassley. Going to find Jones down at the wing. Drives in on Copeland. Instead will find Grassley, who muscles over Daly and can't hit. Daly brings the ball up the court. Oh! Grand theft, Grassley stolen away and gets whistled for a foul. That's just a tough call to make right there. Lakeland will pick up, I believe, her second. Collins bringing the ball up the court, paid no attention to Grassley, who was trailing behind, knocked it away, and then when Grassley went to dive on it, Butler checking into Carwile. When she went to dive on it, just landed on the back of Collins instead of the ball. Unfortunate call there, but with 2:08 to play, they're going to find Butler at the right wing, going to drive in on Jones, and one. High up off glass. Fox just couldn't get her feet right, and that'll bring it 18-16, pending a free throw. Warriors showed you last night the dangers of letting leads evaporate. Free throw up and good for Butler. The Warriorettes lead is just 1 point, and she's checking out to Finsley. Looks like they're really trying to keep her in the game with those two personals, switching her and Carwile out for offense and defense. Kind of an unorthodox method this early in the game. We'll see if that pays dividends as they're going to swing it up top. Clark over to Winningham at the right wing. top of the key, Clark. It's good. That is let me find it for you. It's here somewhere. Well, you know what it is. It's a true north three-pointer. First one straight away. Down low, Copeland going right at Jones, high up off the glass and too hard. She'll rebound and find Clark, knifing her way in the lane, hits the floater. No, just lipped out, rebounded by Copeland. Here comes Collins, 1:15 to play. So right now, here's the disadvantage. Butler can't play any offense without a stoppage in play. 1:08 left to play. Collins picked up very intensely by Clark, way away from the basket. Copeland going to get it back to her. 60 seconds to go in the first half. Warriorettes are up 4 points thanks to that Gracie Clark true north three-pointer. Here comes Collins spinning, going, and gets tipped. Clark playing some excellent defense there. Finds the wide open receiver in Winningham and just couldn't hit the reverse. Oh, that's the worst travel call you could have. Collins was falling, landed on her backside. Grasty ripped the ball away, but instead will have to take the ball out of bounds. Grasty going to fly one up to Fox, going to get it back with 38 seconds left to play. Down low, Jones left wide open and one. Too late, Daly. That'll bring it out 23-17, pending a free throw. Billings is coming in for the shooter, as once again just want to thank True North for sponsoring tonight and talk about that True North three-pointer that Gracie Clark hit earlier. Sorry that we didn't get that one up there for you. But here comes Jones at the charity stripe. Misses, but we have a lane violation on Livingston Academy. Very interesting. 23-17, 34 seconds left. Jones going up, makes the makeup free throw. She will check out in favor of Billings for the next 34 seconds. And here comes Norvell for Fox. Norvell will not get to check in. Late addition to the scores table. They won't let her into the game. 30 seconds left. Looked like they were doing the cha-cha slide. Collins brought it backwards for whatever reason. Now they'll find Butler, who will miss. Rebounded by Jenkins. Ball on the deck. Going the Warriorettes' way. Everybody a little slow to get up after that one. Livingston Academy's coach heading out to check on Jenkins, who took a shot to the face. Hope to see her okay. Looks like she's bleeding a little bit from her nose. Checking in the game, Norvell and Jones. Out goes Fox and Billings. Copeland sitting down in favor of Carwile. It'll be Carwile, Daly, Copeland, Poston, and Collins against Winningham, Jones, Grasty, Norvell, and Clark. Norvell in there for three-point shooting. Let's see, she's in that corner. That's her favorite spot. How special it would be if she could hit a three-pointer heading into the half. We're up 24-17 with 12 seconds to go in the first half. Grasty bringing the ball up the court melodically. 5 seconds left, going to have to run a little bit quicker than that. Winningham pump fakes. 2 seconds left out. Grasty wide open. Three and one three-pointer. We got a 4-point play heading in the half. That is a True North three-pointer. Let's see if I can get that for you. True North three-pointer with a little extra that time. Grasty will be shooting free throws right here. Don't know what the referee was saying there. Grasty will hit it. That'll be the end of the first half. Warriorettes are up 28-17. Right there, end of the first half, 28-17. Warriorettes, we had a preemptive drawing of the 27. Didn't expect Grass to hit that free throw. I sure did. But Man, that's got to have you feeling good to have a second quarter like that. Not only a second quarter like that, Roberts, but the last 4 minutes of the second quarter like that. They just really came out and dominated over those 4 minutes.
Yeah, they outpaced Livingston by 11 points, and they did incredibly well. They started to get their shots to fall, and continue to play amazing defense down low. If they can just keep up that simple formula for the rest of the night, it should be an easy win for them.
Well, looking ahead to this game, they'll be after ours. It's going to be a late drive back to Overton County for Livingston Academy boys, and then Upperman's boys as well. We've seen both these teams in action. I think it'll be a good game. A little too close to my bedtime to stick around and watch it, Roberts. But I think this Livingston and Upperman game, do you think Livingston's got a shot at Upperman here tonight?
I believe any team in this district has a great shot with anybody. It just depends on whose night it is. Livingston, they're a well-rounded team. They came in our own home and kind of kicked our butts. So
yeah.
You never know. Upperman kind of struggled against us. They can easily struggle against Livingston. It can be anybody's night.
Well, right now, just want to take the time to congratulate some Warriorettes for Gracie Clark and Bella Winningham making all Upper Cumberland girls second team, and Gracie Clark making all Upper Cumberland defensive team. Ava Jones and Lakeland Gratiot making the honorable mentions. Gracie Clark and in turn winning Defensive Player of the Year according to Upper Cumberland Reporter. So congratulations to all of them for those awards. And then we've got some more. Let me get those for you. These are the All-District Awards for District 7 3A. Gracie Clark and Ava Jones made first team. Bella Winningham and Lakeland Grassley made second team. Lakeland Grassley won defensive MVP. Ava Jones won all-district defensive MVP. Sarah Winfrey, a very deserving nod for all-freshman team in my eyes. Bella Winningham, most improved. I think that we've talked a lot about this year how well Winningham has improved at the things that she needed to improve on from last year. Her three-point shooting, she'll play because of that three-point shooting for any team. Her lethality behind the arc is just undeniable. But her defense, her passing, her rebounds, all have made tremendous strides this year, and I think that was a very well-deserved pick there. And then can't disagree with Coach Michael Dodgen winning Coach of the Year. If you beat every team every time you play them in the district, you're the best coach.
Right.
I mean, you can't overthink that one. And then on the boys' side, we have Trip Pinion, first team. Thoughts and prayers go out to him after that devastating injury. I went back and watched it on the stream, and it just looked awful. So really hope Trip recovers well from that. But very, very impressive, accolade-filled 4 years as the starting point guard for him, capped with that first team district nod. And then Lucas Dickerson and his brother both got third team. You're talking about somebody whose three-pointer will let you play. Both those guys had some huge shots over the year. Can't knock them for winning third team. Trip Pinion won, I believe, his fourth straight defensive MVP. Just unbelievable. Cole Sims won an honorable mention. I think that he is a most improved candidate for next year. I think after another year of seasoning under Trip Pinion's leadership, another year of seeing how the point guard position should be played at the high school level, that he will really take a step forward his junior year. And then he won all-district defensive team. Can't argue with that one. His defense single-handedly shut down Wilson Central in that away game that we went to. He was a big part of us beating Stone Memorial at home when he shut Cade Caps to a reasonable 25 points on poor efficiency. And then White County High School baseball's own Colt Norris won all freshman team. Very deserving honor. And then Coach Mitchell won Coach of the Year, which I I'm sure if you asked him how many he's won, he has no idea. He wins them, I feel like, every year. Just a really great coach. Definitely well-deserved there. Looking ahead to next year for these Warriorettes, don't want next year to be here anytime soon, not until, I believe, March 22nd, which is when the state tournament is. But looking ahead to next year, what will this group really look like in your eyes, Roberts?
Ooh, man. They're going to have to just learn how to play without the scary factor of Ava Jones down low. They're really going to have to learn how to scare and block and guard the paint as well as she does, because they're going to have some really big shoes to fill. She's such an important role to this team. And then Kennedy Billings off the bench. She's a spark plug for this team. They're going to have to find somebody to replace her too. So they're losing just some veteran players that have really helped out through the years.
Speaking of some veteran players that are just irreplaceable, I got Coach D to my right here. I mean, there's just the one and only Coach D. He's got about 5 minutes until it starts to ramp back up for him. Filming for, of course, Rebound here tonight. I'm sure that it'd look a little bit cooler at Tennessee Tech, but with the blues and the yellows, it'll make for an interesting backdrop. What is the ideal that this storybook season ends for these Warriorettes? Like, realistically, where do you see the Warriorettes finishing the year?
Oh, I wholeheartedly believe they can go all the way to the state championship and come home with it. It's just they're going to have to play perfect every time they step on the floor. And don't take that as me saying they're going to go out there and beat every team by 20. There's going to be close games. There's probably going to be close games against teams they should kill, and there's probably going to be some teams that should kill them, and they're going to keep it close with them. So I really believe it's just depends on how far they want to go is how far they're going to go.
Well, I remember their run last year. Just breezed their way through the district tournament. Won every game by double digits, beat Livingston in the championship game, went on and obliterated the first team they played in region, went on and I'm pretty sure beat Stone Memorial in the region handedly, had to pull away in the second half a little bit, but beat them, ran into a roadblock with Upperman. We've talked about how hard it is to beat a team 3 times. They just couldn't get the best of Upperman when it mattered in the region championship, and then that made them go on the road and, of course, lose that heartbreaker at Maryville Heritage. So this year, I'm sure the road will be tough, as tough, if not tougher. But that run they went on last year, how important is that to kind of gear themselves up for this run they're about to make and kind of know what's going to be thrown at them?
Ooh, that's one of the biggest factors is, knowing what you're about to face. It's just, I believe it's a confidence thing. I believe they're going to have to come out here and have their full confidence every night and just not worry about who you're playing, what coach is coaching who. Just focus on you, win your matchup, win who you're playing against, and if they can do that, they'll excel.
Well, speaking of confidence, I just saw a guy walk across our frame that oozes with confidence. That was Mr. Ty Cobb.
Oh.
Looked like everybody wanted a piece of him, including Coach D, who went up and gave him a dap up.
Wow.
But
traitor.
Yeah, seriously. Have a little respect, Coach D. But really, on the boys' side, of course, White County unfortunately put out last night. Still doesn't feel real to me. But which of these boys' teams do you really see making a deep run into the playoffs this year?
Oh, Stone and Upperman.
Chalk. That's chalk. You picked the top 2 teams.
Oh, yeah. I don't see anybody else going past them. I just feel like those 2 teams are going to be I feel like that's it. I really feel like that's going to be the 2. I don't think a team's going to be able to beat them in a one-on-one game, not a series.
1:45 until we get back into the second half. If the Warriorettes want to send a message right here over the next 16 minutes of game action, how are they going to do it? They already have the 11-point lead. What else can they do?
They got their foot on the necks, but don't keep it there. You don't want to just hold them at 11. Keep pushing down. Get this lead up to 25, maybe even 30. Really send a statement out to the rest of these teams that you're about to play against.
I want to see reserves. I want to see 5 reserves playing in the fourth quarter because the Warriorettes came out here and handled the Lady Wildcats. came out here and handled business. Speaking of handling business, True North is the best in the business when it comes to that. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, they're the fastest growing real estate and auction company in the area with good reason. They get the results that you deserve. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, why wouldn't you?
Why not?
As still, I think that I can run all this audio and all this complex wiring to the best of my abilities, but just hitting the mouse pad on this computer gets me every single time. Somehow I always right click. That's a good problem to have. Thank you again, Stonecom Radio, for giving us the equipment and sending us out here on the road to do these games. As start of the second half, they're going to find Clark down low. It'll lip out. Grassley went for the steal, couldn't get it. Here comes Poston gearing up, going to find Butler at the wing. Down low to Jenkins. Going to get back to Butler. It's oddly quiet in here all of a sudden after the music's over with. Butler forces up a tough shot, couldn't hit it. Rebounded by Jones. Outlet pass. Clark bringing the ball down the court. Euro step, goes up with the left hand. Oh, a gorgeous move. Just couldn't get it to go. Here comes Carwile. Down low to Butler, who gets fouled by Fox, who, after a season of commentating Kyra Fox, you can tell when she doesn't agree with a call when she makes a certain face.
Yes.
It's not show up type material, but she will just make a face, and you're like, she disagreed with that. She made that face. It'll be her third. Up top to Poston. Fox on her, swings it over to Carwile. Driving in and poked away. Finds Butler, but a jump ball. Great job from Grassley to take the mano-a-mano matchup there. Livingston will retain possession with 7:04 left to play. Carwile way away from the action at the corner. Odd out-of-bounds play. And it'll draw a foul on Fox. That'll be Fox's fourth foul, Roberts. How big is it that she's already got 4 fouls and we've got 15 minutes left of game action?
That's not good. That is really not good. We're going to need her down the stretch. She helps so much. We already seen some great drives from her. She really attacks this Livingston team really well.
Butler, she also guards Butler, who immediately put her head down into the bigger defender, and Billings couldn't get barreled over, couldn't get the benefit of the call. It'll be 2 points as Clark brings the ball down and floats a pass too high for Billings. That'll be a turnover. Livingston to inbound, down 9 points, 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Here comes Poston with the ball, finds Butler guarded closely by Clark, who tips it away from Butler. Step through move down low. Finds Jenkins, who gets blocked by Jones, and a push in the back call on Copeland. That'll be the second personal foul on Livingston. Here comes Grassley bringing the ball up the court with 6:20 to play. Excuse me, that'll be just the first. They were pretty quick on that one. Grassley going to hand it off to Bella Winningham. Gets it back to Grassley, driving in the lane, spinning out. Jones, three-pointer. No good. Rebounded, though, by Winningham. Puts it back up and in. Offensive rebounds. They have not been few and far between. They have made their own luck with those. Carwile bringing it around. Blows by Winningham, who reaches around and gets whistled for the foul. 5:55 to go in the third quarter. Warriorettes up 30-19. Winningham picks up her second personal. Up top, Carwile going to feed it down low. Jenkins going to find Copeland at the elbow. Hits the mid-ranger. Sweet southpaw shot there. A little alliteration for you. 5:40 to go. Warriorettes up 30-21 after that Copeland deuce. Over to Clark at the wing. Going to float one down. Just can't get on the same page with Kennedy Billings right there. Is that just a lapse in communication?
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's it's a long game, Dykus. Miscues are going to happen like that all the time.
Butler going to go around the Carwile screen. Trapped right at the right elbow. Going to find Carwile now, who pulls it back out to the volleyball line. Trying to probe that defense. Going to get it over to Jenkins. Way fish out of water. Driving in on Jones. Going to kick it out to Carwile. Pump fakes picked up closely by Winningham. Over to Poston, who drives in on Grassley. Kicks the corner. Driving in. Going up and under and getting blocked by Ava Jones. Jenkins has been blocked by her 3 times. I'd quit shooting. Here comes Grassley in the lane. Mid-ranger, bucket. Automatic Lakeland Grassley. I'm sure just by the way I described it, you knew it was going to go in too. 4:35 to go. 32-21 lead for the Warriorettes. Poston probing the defense. Swings one over to Jenkins, who's going to drive in on Jones. Kicks it out. Copeland pump fakes. Drives in on Billings. Throws up a wild shot and will be rebounded by Jones. Brings the ball up the court. All 6'2" of her. Going to hand it off to Bella Winningham now. Going to peel out and find Billings. Up top to Grassley. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Grassley going to find Jones at the wing. Jones driving with the left hand. Kicks it out to the corner. Billings going to hand it off now. Winningham still yet to hit a 3 ball. Let's see if she doesn't warm up here soon. 3:45 left to play. Warriorettes can't seem to find a look they like. Grassley, crossover move, trying to get to her spot, going up, under, through, off glass. It'll be 34-21 after a crafty move from Grassley. Brings it out to a 13-point lead. Jenkins forces it down low to Copeland. Copeland over to Poston. Grassley going to take on the assignment with Poston, who has been held scoreless by these Warriorette guards. Down low, Butler driving in. High off glass, but errant shot. It'll be a 5-on-4 as Butler's slow to get up. Clark driving in. Up off glass, couldn't get it. And she will get whistled for a foul. Copeland got the rebound. Clark went in for the grab to try and force a jump ball. Instead, I guess from the way the referee was positioned, the official saw it as grabbing the arm. That'll be Clark's second, team's 4th of the quarter. Talking it over, Coach Dodgen. The head official has had a lot to say to both coaches here tonight, as I think it'll be a timeout charge to Coach Dodgen. And good a time as any to tell you about True North Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, whether you're buying or selling, they're always pointing you in the right direction. True North Real Estate and Auction Services couldn't do it without them. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. And then, of course, thank you to Stonecom for True North again, sorry. Thank you to Stonecom for the equipment. Thank you to TSSAA for the opportunity to come here and bring you this audio-only broadcast. Again, I want to remind you this is the second audio-only broadcast we've ever done. I honestly don't know what half of this stuff does or means. Kind of figuring it out, troubleshooting as we go. And then, of course, trying to paint this visual picture for you guys at home. I think Roberts and I kind of hit with the seasonal allergies a little bit. Yeah. That's tough in and of itself. It's a lot of talking. 3:02 left to play in the quarter. Here comes Collins up and down the court. Grassley on her. Gets tipped and deflected. Ball's on the court. They'll find Collins for the foul as Grassley hit the deck and was getting grabbed. That'll be, I believe, the second personal on Collins. It'll be the team's second. Livingston's done a great job of defending these Warriorettes. Right now, the Warriorettes are up in the quarter by 2 points. There's an 11-point halftime lead, 13-point lead now. They've played them close without fouling. Here in the fourth quarter, maybe it'll start to pay off for them. Right now, the Warriorettes just need to avoid being stagnant on offense as they get it in the hands of the playmaker, Clark. Cross dribble finds Grassley, who's been hunting her shot tonight. Dribbles around, forces one down low. Jones gets it off the side of the backboard, goes up with the left hand, gets bumped, goes the line for two. Ava Jones is a master of creating contact, and with her size advantage, it's easy for her to shoot 8 or 10 free throws a night.
And which she shoots very efficiently.
Yeah, I mean, a great free throw shooter. Cue the jinx. No, she hit it. One of the more impressive shots I've ever seen after two commentators both collectively talk about how great you are at the line to hit the free throw. And Jones, she's a great player. She hit them both. No commentators jinx there. 36-21 now with 2:25 to play. Bringing the ball up the court is Collins. When do you expect to see Fox next?
I don't think you'll expect to see her until Livingston starts to make a push and it gets like close, like within 4. Maybe really late in the fourth quarter. It's just hard to tell right now how the game's going.
Livingston swinging around the perimeter. Now going to find Poston in the corner. Winningham on her, going around a Butler screen, and a late call going to get Clark. That'll be the team's 5th foul. They'll be shooting free throws. Coach Dodge and MJ shrugging it. I'm not sure if he agreed with that or not, but agree or disagree, that'll be Clark's 3rd personal. 1:54 to go here. Livingston's in the bonus, and they've got Poston at the line. Shooting the first and missing. Very unorthodox shot form right here, Robert. See if you can describe it to the people.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Simple dribbles, normal amount of bend. She's kind of got like a pushing motion, like her arms really follow her legs, and it's just in a weird illusion. It's not even too bad, but Bella with a deep 3. Wow.
I would take notes from Bella Winningham after that. True North. Yeah, that's True North. True North 3-pointer right there from deep. Forces it down low. Butler can't get the shot. Clark fouled by Jenkins. Looked like the referee was buckling a seatbelt with that call, or putting the sword in a scabbard. But Livingston, obviously, after a big momentum-shifting 3 like that brings the lead out 39-21 with a minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. Tried to get out and run with it, forced it down low. Butler blew the shot, just rushed it. Clark with the rebound, got shoved down. Here comes Grasty, crossing half court, finds Jones, looking for a handoff. It'll be Winningham driving in with the left hand, kicks it out. Clark, mid-ranger, left it short. Here comes Collins, 1:05 to go, driving in, Euro steps. Butler can't get the benefit of the call, but it'll stay Livingston basketball with 60 seconds left in the quarter after it goes off of the shoe of Billings. Out of the game goes Jenkins, in the game Copeland. It's 39-21. The Warriorettes have really pulled away here. Butler, the answer, tough floater over the outstretched arms of both Billings and Clark, as here comes some slow melodic dribbling from Grasty, who swing it over to Clark with 45 seconds to play. Bella gonna let one fly from the right wing off the back iron and rebounded by Butler. She's gonna push the pace with 38 seconds left. Going up with the floater and gets decked by, didn't even see Bella do that. Instead it'll be on number 15. That'll be Billings. Definitely don't want Kennedy in foul trouble, though. Or did they get Lakeland? They haven't put it up there. I'm not sure. I thought I saw 1 and a 5. Nevertheless, Butler will hit the first free throw and cut it 39-24. Right now, the one nitpick you can have is too many fouls from these Warriorettes. Am I right?
Yes, Dykes, and that's a common flaw on any basketball team. Sometimes you got these kind of happy-go-lucky days, start swapping for stuff. You know, you're really eager, really want to get that ball in your hand and make a difference in the ball game.
Here comes Grasty across half court with 25 seconds to play. Crossing over Collins, who was not expecting that move at all. Grasty keeping the dribble alive, spinning. Going to try and use a Jones screen. Winningham throws one way too high for even Jones. Swings one out of bounds. Heads right into that let's say, vibrant yellow seat, out of bounds, turnover. Out of the game, Collins. In comes Butler, 39-25, 7.4 seconds left. They hit a three right here. It's like they played it even. A little bit of a run right here from Livingston. Here comes Butler into the lane. Floats one up. Oh, no reason that shouldn't have went in, but it didn't. Your end of three score report, 39-25 for the Warriorettes. As taking a little bit of the time. There we go. We'll get it up here. That right click again. 39-25 in favor of the Warriorettes. As we will take this time to tell you once again about our game sponsor, who this truly could not be without. Oh, look at that. It's True North. True North Real Estate. Nope, not that. There it is. True North Real Estate and auction services where you just don't get one agent working for you. Instead, you get a team of 25 that works together like a family to get you the results that you not only need, that you not only want, but you deserve. Thank you to them for sponsoring tonight's broadcasts. And thank you again to Stonecom Radio for the equipment. Couldn't have done it without either of these two fine local institutions. Right now, Warriorettes are 8 minutes from a district championship. Let's see if they can head back to the big dance. Going to find Poston up top, Carlisle. Livingston Academy, they're definitely going to be playing a little bit more up-tempo here. How do you do that without playing too sloppy?
It's all in the hands, Dicus. Got to watch those hands. Can't be swapping and everything. Keep them straight out, completely 180 degrees with your body. Do not hold those things out. Keep them right on your sides.
Well, the Warriorettes play every defense possession like it's their last they're ever going to have. Billings shutting down Butler. Ooh, late foul. Late foul, a poke away. That'll get Grasty, I believe, her fourth. Having two starting guards with, at the bare minimum, three-person. Yeah, that's fourth. Yeah. Going to sub out foul trouble for foul trouble, I believe. Yeah. Here comes Fox. Out goes Grasty. Each one foul away from being out of here. 14-point leads don't just evaporate, but losing two starters to foul trouble, it could. Here comes Copeland. Pump fakes. Clark's got to stay down on that. Bumps her and picks up her, I believe, third or fourth personal. Let's see if they switch it. No, I think that is her fourth. Into the game, Kylie Norvell. They're talking about depth on rebound. Norvell's going to have to play some heavy minutes right here, and we'll see what she's got. Copeland pump fakes Jones out of her shoes, drives in. 39-27 now. Here comes Fox around a Bella Winningham screen, down low to Jones. Jones backing down the smaller defender, heading the line for two. So right now we've got Clark and Grasty on the bench, each with 4 fouls. We've got Fox out there with 4 fouls. Let's say all 3 of those are out. So that leaves you with Billings, Winningham, Norvell, Jones, and who else? Who will be that 5th?
Ooh, I guess, tell me if you agree with this, but Miss Winfrey.
Okay, I mouthed it along with you.
Yeah.
As Jones will split both there. All freshman team, Sarah Kate Winfrey, sign me up for that if it comes to it. As Jones, 2 free throws will bring it out, 41-27 with 6:53 to go. Here comes Poston. Going to find Butler, who's forced up a lot of shots tonight. Driving in, gets poked away, gets it back. Stepped out of bounds, Warriorettes basketball. And you know what? Kennedy Billings, the senior, has really stepped up her defense in being called out to have to guard such a dynamic player like Butler. She's sealed her off. She hasn't let her score in the last 4 minutes that she's been on her. Great defense from her as she's going to hand it off to Bella Winningham going around a screen. Over at the left wing, driving with the left hand, spinning, trying to find somebody. We'll find Fox up near the Jets logo with 6:15 to go, up 14 points. Pushing off, switching hands, trying to find somebody. Floats one out. Whoo, Clark, OBJ type catch. Excuse me, Winningham. Fox directing traffic. We've burned 30 seconds right here and haven't even come close to a shot attempt. Here comes Jones in the lane, drawing a foul, what she does best, hitting the line. Pretty much, it's automatic 2 free throws when she does that. A little up and under move. Automatic 2 free throws for her seems like an automatic 2 points.
We're really pushing that commentator's jinx tonight, Dicus. And
Misses
we did.
It, yeah. Everything has its limits. 14-point lead still, 5:54 to go. Let's see if Jones can't knock down the second. Shot is up and no good. Gulp. Well, off of Livingston, so live to commentate another day. Well, Maine Warriorettes basketball. Fox the inbound right in front of the Warriorette cheerleaders. Trying to find somebody. Swings one out to Norvell, who intercepted the pass that was headed out to Winningham. Winningham going to find Fox. 5:45 to play. Going to find Jones at the top of the key. Looking to hand it off. Instead, going to kick it back out to Fox. Right around that jet symbol. Going to get it back to Jones. Going to hand it off the shoe of Livingston Academy. Great call by the lady official closest to it. That was off of Carlisle's foot. No question in my mind about it. Here comes Jones, the inbound. Right now the Warriorettes have wasted a minute and 15 seconds of clock. It feels like, hey, keep away's a dangerous game to play right here, but with a 14-point lead, it might be the right one, as that'll be a bump from Poston. Interesting thing here, we're two fouls away from the bonus. With 5:22 to go, Warriorettes have forced 2 fouls on this possession alone. Swings it over to Norvell to find Winningham in the corner. Up top, Kylie Norvell finds Fox with 5:10 to play. Fox trying to feel her way out. They've wasted what feels like 2 minutes at this point. Livingston, are they going to have to be more aggressive defensively?
Yeah, you're going to have to try something here. You don't have time to just kind of sit back and let them come at you.
As Winningham will take it herself in the lane. Left it short, rebounded by, looks like Jenkins, and that'll be a foul on Norvell. Just the kind of foul you can't have right there.
They got it on Winningham.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kylie Norvell must say thanks. It looked like it was on her to me. Checking back into the game at the scorers table will be Grasty and Clark. Here comes Copeland, gets swatted at by Jones, and that'll be a foul on her. Coach Dodgen telling her, hey, we know that you can block that shot. We want you to block that shot. We want your hands straight up right now. We don't need blocks. We just need non-fouls.
Right.
As Livingston is 1 foul drawn away from the bonus. Timeout, Coach Dodgen. Take this timeout to once again mention to you about True North Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services, they're the fastest growing real estate and auction company in the area with good reason. So any buying or selling needs you have, True North Real Estate and Auction Services. There goes the right click again. Here we go. 4:39 to play right here at Roberts. Warriorettes have held strong to that 14-point lead. How can, over the next 4 minutes and 39 seconds, how can they get back to that district championship game?
Don't foul out. We need you in the game. And also, I mean, this goes right along with don't foul out. Don't just give Livingston a bunch of free throws. You're getting close to the bonus right here. You got to play clean. You got to let Livingston try and earn this game before you just give them a bunch of free throws to win it. You got to be ready for what they're also about to bring. You know they're about to come out of this timeout, and they're about to bring some heat, some pressure. So if you got that ball, be ready to either pass, shoot, or dribble.
Yeah, handball. That's the one where you can't have the ball for more than 3 seconds, right?
Right.
About to be playing a lot of handball. You cannot hold on that basketball for too long. They're going to throw that double team at you and poke it away. As free throw up and good for Ellie Butler. Warriorettes cheerleaders, I don't think this is an appropriate time to watch rebound. We're kind of in the middle of a game. Butler's second free throw, no good, and rebounded by Copeland. Swung it a little too wide, but Butler will finally corral at 4.5 minutes to go. Cut the lead to 13, going to find Poston. Grasty guarding her closely, going right at Grasty, and a travel. That was picture-perfect defense there from Lakeland. Slid her feet, kept her arms out, absorbed the blow, and didn't concede her position. As if that's the best press Livingston has to offer, we'll be here not much longer. Get across half court, I say they deflect it, but here comes Clark into the lane. Layup is good, and Grassley took a shot that looks like friendly fire. Did she run into Clark?
I think so.
Holding her nose somewhere around her face. Hope she's okay. Looks like it was just a bad shot to the face. Looks like she's bleeding a little bit. Doubled over in pain. Hope Lakeland Grasty is okay.
Wow, that's
Ryan checking
crazy.
on her. Yeah. Him and Addison Donjon over there checking on her. Gives us a golden opportunity once again. Right click instead of just press it. My goodness, it's rough. Tell you about True North Real Estate. True North Real Estate and Auction Services. Whether you're buying or selling, they're always pointing you in the right direction. And speaking from experience, I know Brent Ryan has got Lakeland Grassley heading in the right direction. Hope to see she's okay. I think the expectation she's coming back in the game. We only have 4 on her bench. 4:06 to go. It's 43-28 after Clark really just found a seam after broke the press. A couple Livingston players got out of position, headed the other way, and she was the one that kind of hung back, got it, went up and in. Livingston Academy, how can they stick to these Warriorettes from here on out?
Well, they're going to have to play perfect. They're running out of time quick. The biggest thing is just scoring in time on the offensive end. You know, you don't really have enough time to just keep setting up plays. You really get one shot, and you got to hit it.
4 minutes to go. Speaking of one shot, listen to Lose Yourself by Eminem on 93.3 The Dog on the way up here. Another shout out, Stonecom Radio, my favorite radio station in the world, as that one is going to be an errant pass for Copeland. Through a fastball. That's not the offensive possession you want to have. End of the game, Kennedy Billings. Out goes Copeland, and out goes Grasty. Looks like her nose. Just can't plug her nose. And into the game is number 11. I don't know who that is. That is Maya Hughes for Livingston Academy. Push foul there on Poston before we can even inbound the basketball. Huddled up with Grasty. Hope to see her back in the game sometime soon. Can't have a lackadaisical pass like that. Gets tipped away and stolen by Livingston Academy. Poston for 3. Off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Bella Winningham. Bring the ball up the court. Finds Clark in the open court. Hits the layup. Livingston Academy is going to have to get back on transition defense right there. Clark and Winningham run the court better than any two I've seen in the Upper Cumberland. 45-28 now, 3:18 to go. The answer no good from Butler. Got into the lane and just couldn't hit it. I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to stick a fork in Livingston.
Oh, 100%. I guess these you got to be way closer than that with 3 minutes left.
You're heading in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
to head in the right direction, you either need a miracle or true north.
Yeah.
2:55 to go. Here comes Winningham going around a Billings screen. Billings going to get the pick and pop, but is guarded closely by Jenkins. Going to kick it back out with 2:45 to go. Into the hands of Kyra Fox, who gets fouled by Butler. Case and Seal loves it. We've got a huge student section down in front of us. I see Andrew Price, Dagan Phillips, Hunter Broyles, Carter Rich, A.J. Hunt, Haley Trisdale, Janae Reese, Cole Gentry, Austin Pionki, Bryson Anderson, Maddie Rust, Poppy Shank, of course, Case and Seal, and Savannah Craig, Warriorette super fan. First free throw, no good there for Fox. Going to shoot the second. Going to hit it off the back iron. Couldn't convert there. Rebounded by Butler, who picked up her third foul in the process. Here comes Poston driving in with that left hand. Loses it. Out. Carwile three. No good. GT odds it in. Air ball. Rebounded by Jones. Here comes Clark in the open court. Going to find Winningham for three. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Butler. It's a 1-on-5. Butler doesn't seem to care. Gets swatted. I don't care if it's 5-on-1. You cannot try Ava Jones with a layup like that. Game, set, match, checkmate, Ava Jones. 2:10 to play. Up top to Poston. Going to try and drive in on Grasty. Here comes Carwile. Picks up her dribble. She's going to try and find somebody. Going to find Butler. And one. Jones jumping. I know that Coach Dodgen's going to let her hear about it. Ava Jones always a smile on her face. She's like, yeah, you're right, Coach. Out of the game, Copeland in the game. Hughes and one opportunity here from Butler. But a great job defensively from those Warriorettes. They've got 30 points with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Scratch that, make it my favorite number 31. 45-31 lead with 1:58 to go. But the Warriorettes defense really did make the trip up to Cumberland County. Going to float one over to Fox. 1:48 to go. With Poston on her, trying to drive in. Going to pull it back out. Gets bumped by Butler. Here comes the double, and Fox harshly fouled there by Poston. Sent her to the line. It's a 14-point lead, minute 40 to go. Fox is at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Again, superstitious guy, Warriorettes have won.
I could 100% agree. So if they prove you wrong, Dicus, they're going to have to take me down with you.
Well, I'm glad that we went in it together. There goes Fox, hits her first free throw out of the game. Hughes for Copeland and misses the second. Still a 15-point lead with 1:35 to go. Here comes Butler. Going to take the mid-ranger in and out. Lid on the rim there, rebounded by Jones in the hands of Grasty. Grasty driving in and going to pull back out. Guarded closely by Carwile, but it's just a minute and 20 seconds left. Going to hand it off to Jones. Crazy to think that we've got somebody that comfortable with the ball. Stolen away, though, by Butler, who missed the layup. Kyra Fox guards so great on transition basketball. 65 seconds left. Warriorettes have this one in the bag and in the hands of Winningham. People are starting to shuffle out. Here comes Jones in the lane. Going to swing one over to Clark. Up off glass and one. One of the least impressive and ones I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Nothing to take away from Clark. It was a great layup, but it was really?
Yeah.
That's kind of just very little contact. But Clark will steal the extra point, makes it 49-31. Love to see this pushed out to a 20-point lead over the next 48 seconds left. Not sure if it will. Here comes Butler to the corner. Copeland going to take a three. Gonna leave it long. Rebounded by Clark. Here she comes into the open court. Knifing her way through the lane with 34 seconds left. Livingston still playing defense, but I don't know what good it'll do it. They'll find Grasty at the right wing. Driving in now. Gonna just take it right back out. Just dribbling out the clock over the next 20 seconds. Standing ovation from the White County faithful. Warriorettes 15 seconds away. Cason Seal loves it. He's going to stand up. 8. Going to swing it over to Fox. Just going to hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zeros. 49-31 is the final. We will see you in the district championship game. Warriorettes came out and frankly just dominated from the tip of the second quarter on. There, once again, 49-31 is the final score. Sam Robb, try and describe that win for the people at home.
It was just a slow start from both sides. Couldn't get any three balls. Not too much interior scoring going on. You know, it was tied in the first quarter. then second quarter rolls around. Warriorettes are slowly hitting more shots, a little bit more than Livingston was. Credibility to the Warriorettes, amazing second quarter defense there, and came out with an 11-point lead, I believe. And then after that, it was just a wildfire. It just grew. The Livingston, they had no chance of stopping them all night, and the rest is history. But I'll tell you one thing, Dykes. I am.
Tell me, bless you, Robert. That's the only thing I need to hear.
I'm not too excited about this win. I mean, win's a win.
It's expected.
I want the one tomorrow, or one in the
Monday.
championship. Yeah,
Monday.
not tomorrow. We got church tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a field cleanup day for the White County baseball team, too. Hope to see everybody there, including you, Caden Sievers. Doesn't mean you can just skip again. But that'll do it here tonight from Cumberland County High School. I'm Sam Dykes.
Sam Roberts.
We will see you in the district championship game. Have a good night.